The reason you're having such a hard time communicating with your partner to where you swore you said everything clear and effective, thought you're on the same page, but you're always on different planets and it's so frustrating and draining is because you haven't learned this one communication hack that makes conversing with your partner to be on the same page so easy. The biggest piece to the hack is first understanding what kind of conversation you're having with your partner. See, we think when we come in to talk to our partner about something that instantly we're on the same page because you know what you're coming to talk about. They know what they're coming to talk about. But oftentimes, if you're on different perspectives of things, you're coming in having two completely different conversations when you think you're having the same one conversation. So I want you to understand that there's three core types of conversations we're usually having in a relationship. And I want to break them down for you so that whenever you're talking to your partner and they come to you, you know exactly what page they're on. Or if you're saying certain things and they're saying something else back to you that doesn't match where you're trying to go with things, you'll know what kind of conversation they're having so you can bring and merge those conversations into one. We are either having an emotional conversation, right? A practical conversation, or an embrace conversation. Now, what do these mean? It's whenever, if you're a man, right, oftentimes, and your woman comes to you and she's emotional. She's in her feelings about something and she's really feeling a way about it. And she comes to you and she's trying to, get it off her chest and she's talking to you about it and she's, kind of pouring her heart out about the situation. It doesn't have to be something that's dealing with you. It could be something external of you, whatever, right? But she's in an emotional space and she's coming to kind of get it out and tell it to you. Man brain, oftentimes, first thing we want to do is, oh, got it. She has a problem. My masculine energy wants it's built to solve problems and take on challenges. Let me give her a solution. Let me fix her problem. Because as men, it doesn't feel good to see our woman in distress. So you start trying to answer the problem, right? Fix the problem. Now she gets frustrated because she's like, I'm not looking for you to solve my problem, right? To where your frame of masculine energy that's about the black and white and what do I do to fix things is missing, that she's coming to you to have an emotional conversation, which means she's actually coming seeking to be heard, right? Not seeking to be fixed. So what that means is when someone comes to you in an emotional state, they're more so looking for active listening so they can vent and get that energy out, right? So they can actually, feel like someone understands them, right? So in reality, when your partner's coming to you with an emotional conversation, they're looking to see or hear you listening actively and paraphrasing back things that reflects empathy and understanding, right? That's what they needed in that conversation. Now let's go to what a practical conversation looks like. So say your partner comes to you and they're like not distraught emotionally, but maybe they're, they get the thinking face on. They're coming, they have an issue and they're trying to figure something out. And they're kind of like talking more in the logical sense, right? They're talking intellectually. It's not as like, emotional and maybe can seem erratic sometimes or whatever, or have some swings to it. It's pretty controlled and it's refined. They're not like elevated in that way, but they're really just trying to scratch their brain on figuring something out. And they come to you to kind of express that or lay out the problem and everything else. In that circumstance, they're looking for the advice, right? They're looking for you to give some, helpful feedback that might help them find a solution to their thing. And then we have the third type, right? Which is the embrace. To where this can be tricky because it can feel similar to the emotional conversation in the sense that your partner might come to you in an emotional space. But the difference here is if your partner comes to you and they're not being very wordy, right? Maybe they're telling you about something they're going through, something that happened that's really impacting them and they're really struggling with it emotionally, but they're not extremely boisterous. They're not saying a lot of things. Maybe they kind of lay out the issue to you and they're kind of like silent. They're kind of sitting there. Those are the moments where more likely they're looking for embrace. That could be a hug coming to pour nurture into them that way. Or it could be just words of encouragement where you're not solving a problem and giving advice necessarily, but you let them know it'll be okay. You're helping them kind of try to see like the brighter side of things, right? To where you're pouring love and warmth into them and more of like a physical embrace, even if it's a verbal way of them feeling embraced to help them with their circumstance. Now, if you take that framework and you apply it over top of a lot of different conversations you've had with your partner, or, when they come to you, or even when you come to them, and you're the one that's in the emotional space and you're looking to vent and get it out, or you're the one coming to them, with your game face on, trying to solve a problem that you really get your mind racked up on. Or whenever you just had a really big emotional blow on something and you're not looking to say too much, but you're looking for someone to be present there with you and maybe come give you the hug that you need without you saying it right. I'm betting you're able to see in different moments when you're looking back through your relationship or even past relationships where that's what was going on. And your partner responded in a way or tried to react in a way that didn't make sense or didn't line up with what you were trying to get accomplished. It's because they were coming in on a different page, having a different conversation. So this is where it's very important that when your partner comes to you, right, and they are talking or trying to bring a certain conversation to you, and it seems like they're kind of frustrated with the way you're handling the conversation or it's not doing it for them enough, that's your best cue to ask them simply, okay, hey, would you like me to just hear you out right now? Would you like to just be heard? You just want someone to listen? Do you just want, someone to understand? Or, hey, would you like my advice here? Would you like me to help you find a solution? Or, hey, would you just want me to be here for you? Just be present, right? Ask them so you can know what kind of conversation they're trying to have. So you then know exactly what track to go on to offer them the support that is required. And then vice versa on the other side, right? I'm talking to you right now, right? Your partner may not be here watching this video. So where, yes, the idea is that your partner would do the same thing for you in return. And if they haven't watched this video, maybe they haven't learned what I'm telling you right now or teaching you right now. So they're not going to be able to do what they don't know. So you taking the first step and doing this for them in their time of need will help them learn, oh man, I can do the same thing in return. But if, let's say, you're going through the situation before you have an opportunity to do this for them, then now this is your chance to, when you go to them, let them know what you're looking for from them so they can help you best. If your partner doesn't know, help them. Tell them what you need. Tell them, hey, I really could just use the ear right now. I just want to get this off my chest and just talk through it and get it out of my system, right? Or I'm really struggling with this. I need some help. I know you're good at working through issues this way or whatever, or this is kind of your expertise or area that you excel in. Can you help me out? Or I just really need to feel loved right now. I need some embrace, right? Tell them what you need so they can then have the appropriate conversation with you to get you what you need to help you through your situation. If you or you and your partner both need help learning what conversation you guys are having so you can be on the same page to be connected, not on different planets, then email or DM me the word coaching and we'll get to work as long as you're truly ready to put the work in. And if your partner wants to be part of it as well, as long as you both are ready to put the work in. But if you're not ready for one-on-one coaching, don't have the time or the space, at least DM me Revival to join my Relationship Revival Hub community to where you can learn the same things I teach my clients one-on-one at your own pace on your own time through my live weekly coachings that I do with Q&A, to where if you missed the call, you can always watch the replay back. But if you're on the call, I can answer your questions, give that advice and teachings directly. And then I have my courses in there, such as my relationship renewal course, to where it teaches you all the things I'm talking about right now on your own time, with a lot of the video modules I have that breaks down everything you need to know for building a healthy, thriving relationship, right? And in that community as well, because I almost forget to say this sometimes, I do nothing but customized content to my members. So if you have something you're looking to learn that you've been struggling with, maybe I haven't made a video on it already for my public, platforms, in the communities where it would be your opportunity to get that type of content. So I can make it tailored specifically to you. Either way, do something to get in the race. Let's get it.